Hello everybody. In this video I show you where to find Trader Workstation, TWS and the IB gateway for download. Please go on the Interactive Brokers homepage. You will find this link in the video description and then go on Trading, Platforms, and here click on Trader Workstation, TWS. Download TWS and offline TWS. TradeCommander.com uses this version for testing their API clients like the MetaTrader Interactive Brokers order copier. It's a time-tested version and updated less frequently than other versions. Offline versions do not update automatically, reinstall for the latest updates. Okay, we click on this, then on download. And once finished, the download can be found in See Users, your username and downloads. So let's go to the link where you can find the IB gateway. Also this link is in the video description. And just click on this link to download the IB gateway if you want to use the gateway. The gateway is just a slim software with no interface for placing orders and so on or watching your account. It's just a gateway to operate with API clients to connect and trade your Interactive Brokers account. Typically people use the TWS where you can also place manually trades, watch your account, executions and so on. Okay, for installation we double click on the setup file. Proceed, and this is the default folder where TWS is installed and also the gateway is installed in C JTS. Click on Proceed and wait for installation completed. Okay, now it is completed and you will find a shortcut on your desktop. So now we will start Trader Workstation and make the API settings that are required so you can run API clients like the MTIB order copier. First of all, you need to select if you want to connect to a live trading account or paper trading account. We use a paper trading account here. So put in your credentials. Click on Paper Login and now Trader Workstation will start in the language of your Windows system. In my case this is German. Say Accept. Click this window away and here it is. In the upper right corner you will find a configuration wheel where you can do all settings. I click on this, and if you also run TWS in another language than English, there is one API setting which is important, and this is send API messages in English. This is very important, at least for TradeCommander.com API clients. Please check this if you should run TWS in another language than English. Okay, I will switch the language from German to English. So just go on main settings and then language and region and select the language of your choice and click on Apply. Yes, and now TWS will restart. No need to log in again. Okay, TWS has been restarted, and let's go into the settings again. And first of all, I want to show you how to restart automatically TWS daily, because IB Interactive Brokers enforces a restart or auto log off once during 24 hours. There's no way around. IB has their reasons. I don't know what the reason is, just can guess. For instance, it's cleaning memory or whatever. However, either TWS logs off or it restarts every 24 hours. You can set this restarting time for a time of your choice, and when TWS restarts there is no login required. You just need to log in once per week with your security device, but during the week, so typically you do this at the weekend, and during the week you just let the TWS auto restarting at the predefined time. The API clients of TradeCommander.com, like the MTIB order copier, can deal with the restart, no problem. Okay, I click on apply here to apply it. And now let's go to the API settings, which are important to run API clients. Okay, first of all, you need to enable ActiveX. And if you want to place orders or changing anything in your account, you need to disable read-only API. Also uncheck download open orders. And for connection with API clients like the MTIB order copier, this number, this port number, you could consider this as a channel number, is important. The API client should use the same port number as exposed in this TWS. If you run multiple TWS or gateways, each instance needs its own port number, because TWS or gateway operates as a server, as a socket server in this case. And the API clients operate as clients. So this port number must match in the API client who wants to connect to this TWS. So also please check create API message log file. And if you run the API client on the same machine as TWS, keep this box checked. So that means allow connections from local host only. If your API client is running on a different machine, then uncheck this, go on create, and here put the IP address of the machine where your API client is running. So for instance, if the MTIB copier is running on another machine in your network with the IP 127.12.13.10, then put this IP here and click on OK, and so this machine is listed as trusted machine. But typically you run the copier on the same machine or the API client as TWS. And say OK, and that's it. And now your TWS is ready to work with API clients. One more thing about precautions. Precautions take effect when you place an order, and they are intended to prevent you from taking too high risk when you place an order. Here's an example. I want to place an order with 200 Ks, and I get two warnings here. Precisely 3, but let's focus on both warnings below here. The order size of 200K exceeds the size limit of 1000. So that means the precaution is set to 1000 as limit for an order size. And also for the order value is set to 1000. Where to set those precautions? Here in the configuration, go on the configuration wheel, then presets, which is divided into the several security types, go on Forex, and below here you can see the precaution settings. Now I will change the size limit to 250,000. Click on apply, OK. place again, and as you can see, the size limit warning is vanished, and remaining is just the value warning. We will also remove this warning. Cancel, configuration, presets, forex, and also here we type 250,000. Apply, OK. Transmit, and now both warnings are vanished. So that's what we want to achieve. Why do I mention this? Because on one side, precautions are useful in any way. On the other side, when you use API clients like the Interactive Brokers, like the MetaTrader Interactive Brokers order copier, then such precautions can stop an order when you transmit it or when you want to copy it, because they violate your precaution setting. You can bypass this warning, and so the order is not stopped, but in this case your order is violating your own precaution settings, and you should know this. Where to bypass? You go to API and then precautions, and here you could check bypass order precautions for API orders. So the pre or manually placed order, let's demonstrate again. Let's reset to 1000. So if this would be not, if this order would not be placed manually from TWS, instead via your API client, and in the precaution settings, bypass order precautions are checked. So ignore precautions, this could be a translation, then this order would not be stopped and going through to Interactive Brokers server. So that's all. Please get familiar with precaution settings. They are intended, I want to say this again, to protect your account, to protect you from taking too high risk. So also your API orders should be aligned alongside your risk settings or in line with your risk settings. Thank you.